Greetings and welcome, gnomes and nomads. Welcome back to Castlegoat and to the middle of a rather large reorganization of our stock area, our overflow stockpile. And, well, actually, to quite a lot of the fort on the whole, really. There are quite a number of things that have happened in your absence, and I've been working to implement a new idea for the trap system that I'll cover in just a moment. It is the second day of fall. Unfortunately, there were no new nomads, but I realise that in the last episode, I didn't actually cover the new jobs. We have a new boosmith and a new chef. So Liberal Eagle and Hypothetical Axolotl have joined the ranks of the chefs and booze smiths based on their training. Now, there is one other big important thing that I would like to cover before I forget. Where are you? Adsto? Adsto, there you are. Now, just before you returned, we had a bit of a fight. Some man showed up, we killed them. And Adsto, his gun, leveled up. It became legendary. Adsto now wields the steel flintlock pistol, the Striker of the Rip. I'm not really sure what the significance of this name is, but I think it's a rather awesome name, nevertheless. Ooh, we've got some gems. Let me quickly mine those before I forget. There we go. Now, mining has continued. We're still looking... Ooh, we've got some more copper over there. I don't really need to prioritize getting the copper right now. Ooh. More gems. Oh, fantastic. I'll get to that in a moment, though. Let's go up and actually have a look at what we're doing up here. Now, first and foremost, I have changed a few things. I've gotten rid of the little nooks and crannies that I was going to have my statues in, and I've also done a bit of changing to this. Currently, instead of having the axle move across there to the gearbox and then down to the lever, I've instead got the axle moving down here to a gearbox there and then across the lever. Then this one goes back up to the gearbox, then across to this gearbox. Now, that was necessary to get the power on the right side while still being able to pass it through this lever. Now, that gearbox is going to allow me to send power up, but it is also going to allow me to send power along here to the trickle system. But I've had a bit of a change of mind with regard to the trickle system. We're still going to have that. That is actually still going to be a feature. But you may have already noticed I've got some bone walls down here. Now, a lot of people have been talking about arenas. And initially I was going to have just an arena over here for our soldiers to fight in. But you know what? I think we're going to go for something perhaps a little bit more bloody. A little bit... Well, I don't want to say less than dapper, because I think it is dapper in a way, but for those who dare to challenge the might of Castlegoat, we are going to force them to fight to the death in an arena full of other enemies. Basically, we're going to try and keep some pet mants or pet goblins in here to dump invading mants or invading goblins in. Now, mants and goblins don't get on. They will fight to the death. And then we can let the winners out through the trickle system and have our military in some sort of closed-off area over here finish them off. But that means we're going to turn this into a proper little arena. We may have ranged gnomes able to engage over here, so we'll still have fences to let them shoot, but we're going to set up proper seating, some tables, might even have some food and drink, so our noble gnomes can come down here and dine well whilst watching the enemies of Castlegoat fight to the death in gladiatorial combat, and then perhaps Adsto can decide which ones are allowed to live or which ones are allowed to die. The whole thumbs up, thumb down sort of thing. Let them out and have their chance at freedom by facing off against our military, or just leave them in the pit for the next group of people to come along, or for them to starve to death, whichever comes first, really. It is perhaps a little bit mean, but at the same time, I think it is awesome. So right now, we're currently replacing all of the stone on the floor, as you can see, so we can move that in. But this has necessitated the change to the shape of our stockpile area. Now, one of the things here is that we weren't actually using all of the space well anyway. So we've got all of the wood now stockpiled in there. This is going to be for furniture, which we don't really have that much of. This is going to be for miscellaneous crafts and other such things. And finally, now that they've finished retiling, let's just get this set up. We want stone overflow. We'll make this a priority 15, so that this really is the last place that stone gets sent. And then also a dirt overflow. Oh, can I just write 15 in there? No, that is a shame. That would make it a little bit easier. Oh well, it's only a small thing to have to do. We'll actually go ahead and say all types of soil for now. But this will be our new stockpile area. There will be an exit out there into the halls for our gnomes to watch the gladiatorial combat, and then a back door over here into the little area where our soldiers will dispense justice to those who survive. Perhaps our noble gnomes don't really want to see these victorious gladiators get put to the sword. They know that's what's going to happen, but they're just going to kind of ignore it if it isn't stated explicitly. So we'll have our soldiers dispatch them quietly in the back there. Put them to pasture, perhaps. That's what we'll say. Yes, they're living a happy life somewhere else. No. They're absolutely happy. They survived. They earned their place. No, I don't think we're going to turn this into the Running Man. That would be a little bit grim. But nevertheless, I'll probably keep that area cordoned off. But that is going to require a lot of redesigning here. First and foremost, do we have a spare axle? I think we do. Fantastic. Right, we have a gearbox here, so I need to set that up. We want build mechanisms linkage and a vertical axle. And we should just be able to place it there, and that will pop up the top there. And then we'll test the lever, make sure that it's actually passing power correctly. But other than that, things have been going well, if somewhat slowly. It took us a while to get quite a lot of this work done. Unfortunately, we started to run out of basalt quite badly, which is part of the reason why I've made the point of gathering up all of the basalt from around there. Now, let's go ahead and build some terrain. We want walls, block walls, of course, and basalt, of course, once again. And this time, you know what, I'll have a double door out there as well. We'll just draw that wall down, and then we can have torches there, and then the double doors there. Which also means I need to replace the floor with marble, engraved marble. There we go. Perfect. Alright, chop chop, get to it. Now, in here, we're going to have the trickle system. That is still going to be there, and there's going to be a stairs going up there. But for now, all of this is going to be dug away. So let's get that done right now. We want to remove floor, and we want pretty much all of these floors removed. The stairs will be about there leading up. Also, we want some more bone walls down here. So let's get those made. Now, we obviously want our enemies to understand just how dire a situation they are in. So this is going to be a very macabre gladiatorial pit. And I'm going to be using red and bones quite a lot. So brick and bones are going to be the color scheme down here. So blood and bandages, or blood and cartilage, or any other sort of white part of your body, the muscle in your stomach, perhaps. But yes, we are going to be making this look quite intimidating for the goblins and mans that get dropped in, and they will simply just be dropped all the way down. So they'll fall 2 layers. It's not going to hurt them. I don't think it'll actually do any damage at all. It might stun them a little bit, though. But and that may give an unfair advantage to the mans or goblins that are already there. I really wish they would eat. So, for example, I could just drop food in there somehow, maybe placing something on a trapdoor and then pull a lever and drop it in there, so I could keep the gladiators alive, and over time they could just keep getting stronger and stronger and stronger. And then, when I actually do let them try to get out, we'll probably have some sort of legendary named two-headed ogre, and it would actually feel like an interesting fight between him and my military. He would actually have a stab at freedom. It would make me feel a little bit better knowing that it wasn't a foregone conclusion that they were going to die. That does feel a little bit cheap, if I'm perfectly honest with you. We are also going to fill in this wall. We're going to fill her in with soil. So let's get this area filled in, and then we'll build a wall out there. That also means that we need to replace that floor, come to think of it. Let's get that done too. Now, we are doing okay with the bones at the moment because I've suspended our bone carver. That does mean that our trade goods have decreased somewhat, but we'll just have to live with that for a little while. Now, along here, I think possibly we'll replace this floor with just engraved we could have engraved marble. So it's just a marble floor. And then we'll have this be the brick again. So it's a red-lined passageway with white along there with a fence along it. And the white and black would work well, I think. Yeah, I think it would work well, that. We'll go with that. We'll have a fence along there, but I'm thinking of having red pillars down here supporting this structure. We'll have pillars all over the place, actually, and statues. What I'm thinking is having brick statues. This is slightly indented underneath. There's going to be a slight overhang up there, and what my idea is to have the statues there. And obviously, again, the statue animation is static. I can't change that in any way. But in my mind, these would be very gargoyle-esque statues, like hellish, demonic-looking statues in polished red brick. Well, it wouldn't even be brick. It would be more like a reddish marble. And they would be supporting the wall above them. And then in between them, I'm going to have even more. I'm going to really try to make this place look quite horrific. I feel it's a fitting place. This will be where all of the moody, perhaps macabre gnomes come for their dinner. They don't go to this glistening bastion of a great hall with beautiful statues everywhere. Oh, we got another rose gold statue. Let me just check out the wealth. We are now to 66,725 gnome bucks for the great hall at the moment. That's actually pretty nice. But they won't eat their dinner there. They'll come over here and just ponder the blood and gore in the gladiatorial pit. I mean, I'm not going to judge them. We should cater to all sorts. Castlegoat is a very inclusive community. This is actually quite a long ways. I could afford to have pillars there. Perhaps I should. No. We'll just have a fence, I think. I think there's no... Wow. And it's a long way to have a single fence. I would actually like to split it up. And the way we're going to be having the... Oh, actually, that would work. The way I'm going to be having the trickle system is there's going to be a pressure plate there and a trapdoor there. A gap, pressure plate, trapdoor, gap, pressure plate, trapdoor. So basically, we would have the basalt blocks by each gap, so that would look right. So yeah, we'll do that. We will replace this with block floor, basalt. Let's go ahead and get that done. Then we'll have fences in between. Glorious! It's all coming together rather well, I feel. Now, got to keep an eye out for the goblins. It's been a little while since they last attacked, so I'm suspecting that we're not long due for another engagement with them. I've also added some cotton plants down here to get little cotton bushes there, make a bit of variety for the look of the plants there. Now, the other thing that we have done, we have finally finished this area. We have a place now to move our loom and our tailor, so I think we should go ahead and do that. We'll start with the loom. Yes, let's move the loom along. So let's go ahead and deconstruct the loom. We'll leave the tailor there for now. And how's everything else going? Everything is going quite well. In fact, I would kind of... Ooh. Merchant from Fang Trash. I really wish you were a gnome of an actual specialized area rather than a merchant city-state. But I also decided on going with the basalt decorative walls there. I tried with the brick and it just really didn't look that good, so I changed that up. So we've still got this attic, but other than that, our barracks is now complete in every sense. I'm really, really happy with that. But perhaps I could have little balconies there. For no other reason than to have little balconies there. Because it would look better, because this doesn't quite have the right look, because it's not, doesn't seem to be supported. I mean, I don't know. I might do. I could have a door out there and have a wide balcony. That might be nice. Yeah, okay, we'll do that just to give it a bit, give it the impression of being supported, because that is quite a big lip there between the tiling and the wall. Unfortunately, we can't have a smaller overhang than that, but this should work, I imagine. We'll get some birch floors out there, I think. Let's go for that. So, in this episode, it looks like I'm spending quite a lot of time beautifying the place. Alright, let's get that set up. We'll have the birch going like that, and we'll have 2 marble pillars out there as well. So, we're going to need to get those marble pillars made. First, we want a engraved... No, we want a decorative marble floor. We should be able to get the pillars done pretty quickly. In fact, we also want to replace these walls with moon engraved. There we go. Things are coming along quite well. Now, in the last couple of episodes, people have been asking to check out the gun skills, so let's check out Adsto as well before I forget. Adsto has a gun skill of 45. That is not bad at all. Had a shield skill of 103 and a ham skill of 93, so he's about halfway to getting to the same sort of level of overall skill as he had with his melee weapons. Do we have any of the other soldiers? No, we don't. That is a shame. I believe... Have we got any in here? No, probably not. Aha, is that me? No, it's Revocane. Revocane. I should have known with that epic beard. Right, you have a gun skill of 25. Not too bad at all. Where am I? Let's go check out my gun skill as well. What equipment do I have? Oh my lord! I've also got a legendary steel flintlock pistol. The Hangler of the Orb. Oh, the Haggler, not the Hangler. The Haggler of the Orb. Okay. That's actually pretty awesome. And my gun skill is 29. Not too bad. What about you, Revkin? Do you have a legendary steel pistol as well? Oh, no. Damn. Oh, well, we'll get you one soon. I'm sure of it. Honey Badger has been spotted. Ooh. Who be that? That is a merchant. Okay, that's fine. But things are going well on the whole so far. I'm very pleased with the legendary steel weapons that we've got. Though, my goodness, they add an awful lot of value. Oh, no! I've missed some... Ah, that's terrible. I have missed some of these blocks. That is atrocious. I'm ashamed. Okay, well, I need to fix this then. Let's get some scaffolding up there. About there will do, and about here as well, and finally here. We can't have that. This is where our nobles and our rather macabre and emo gnomes are going to be hanging out. We can't have them looking at an untidy, messy gladiatorial pit. No. Even if it is going to be filled with guts and gore. There's no excuse for shoddy workmanship on the brickwork, in my opinion. Right, we need to deconstruct these areas and fix them. And also those ones as well. Damn it. There's always going to be one or two I've missed, I suspect. Right, now whilst that's done, let's go ahead and build some more walls in here. These ones, you know what, for a bit of a change, we'll go for water engraved. There we are. And one there. As you may notice, this kind of stuttering. The game is starting to get a little bit laggy at this point. It's a fate that Dwarf Fortress often suffers after it's been going for a while, but it's not one that I've generally seen happen in Gnomoria. And that could be because I've never really had a fort last this long. Either way, though, it is a little bit of a concern. I'm hoping it doesn't get much worse than this. You guys carry on. I didn't really need that one there because you could have accessed it from outside. Wow, Adsto's actually getting pretty quick with construction, to be fair to him. Well done, Adsto. Let's get that in place as well. And then all of those. Ah, there's more. Pause, stop. I clearly need to check these walls. Damn it. Alright, let's... deconstruct. How frustrating. And finally, one more section of block walls. Yeah, Adsto is becoming very good with construction and deconstruction, for that matter. Well done, Adsto. Actually, let's get rid of this scaffolding just to protect ourselves from any instance where something might invade and then just use the back door into the rest of the kingdom. That would be tragic. Oh no, I did actually get that one as well. Okay, well, that's not too bad then. Chop. Let us continue. And we'll break that one down as well. Now then, let's replace these floors. And then I think I'm going to take a look at the mechanics once again, just as soon as I finish that wall. We do need some fences there, though, so let's get that going as well. So we want rail fence, and I think we'll go with orange wood, because it's more washed out, ashy colour. I think that's going to suit the gladiatorial pit better. There we go. Well done. You've managed to finish off much of the storage area. Well done. And welcome back. Sorry about that. It appears that someone wasn't able to deliver a package to one of the neighbours. So I am now minding that package until they get home. Now, back to work. What I was doing. Ah, yes, I remember. I was going to build a wall torch. Let's get those going. There we are. And finally, do we have doors as well? We have one. That is a shame. I would like two. So let's go and get two. Or rather, another one. We would like a stone door, a basalt, one of your finest, if you please. There we go. Right. Now, we can get the wall back in here, and then we've got much of this area ready. So let's go ahead and build those walls. And then this area is pretty much finished as far as I need to worry about it right now. We also now need to build a new wall there. And that is to hide the mechanism. Or rather, the axle. Now, the way that our enemies are going to get down into this area, this is something that I've been thinking about. And what I would like to do is have some sort of plank balcony coming along here. And then a stairway at the far side. So perhaps I will be getting rid of these pillars on the edges. Maybe even moving it to... so I've got just two pillars supporting this balcony. And then the stairs down at the very corner. I think that would be quite a nice look. I've got some ideas of how I want the outside of this place to look. But first and foremost, we need to get the axles all set up. So I need to dig a hole. Or rather, just remove the floor. Just above where that axle, that vertical axle lies. So that I can transfer the power up. Now, the power here is going to have to go up twice. So we're going to have to build out the wall around this area. Just a little bit to allow that to move up and then across. There's going to be a couple of things that this is going to power. One, just having the power come up at all is going to power a trapdoor, which is going to allow access through this back area, but also will activate a trap system. Now, the specifics on how we're going to set that up, I'm not entirely certain. Now, I mean, initially, my idea was to have this area just lead down as stairs, but that doesn't really fit in with the design that we've got anymore. I suppose one of the things that I could do is perhaps expand the front of this area out a little bit. No, I'm not sure about that. This is basically like a back door, essentially. Let's see. Could have stairs there, perhaps. But that would require that I push this wall back. In fact, that might not be too bad, because I have a new overhang. Oh, no! What on earth happened? Who was it? It was Alex Slayer. How long have you been there? How many times have I looked at you being all stuck in the wall there? I don't know. But someone needs to break that down. Oh my lord, I'm so sorry, Alex Slayer. That was almost a tragedy. And you still can't get out because the statue. So let's do that again, shall we? See, that's the problem, is I thought you could move through the statue. But clearly, no. Run, Alex Slayer. Get some food and drink. Let's watch you. Where are you going? Going straight up. You're literally gonna drink out of the bucket. You don't care. You are that thirsty. I am so sorry. I am a terrible gnome administrator. Alright, let's get that sorted back out again. But as I was saying, we could actually just build that wall out slightly so that it's got a similar overhang. And maybe even then just have the trap system just pushed back a little bit. Maybe have a little gatehouse that houses the main trap system. That would actually work. And then we could have stairs just going up. Maybe even have some sort of some statues or something up here. Actually, I'm quite fond of that idea. All right, let's do that. Let's build this area out a little bit more. So we're going to want floors, and we're going to want them to be block floors. We'll push it back too. build that out there, that wall. Fill that in with dirt or stone, perhaps. And then above here, this will be where the trap system manifests itself. Let me just double check that. If we have this come up one more, then I could have that power trap door, whilst also passing power to a switch in here without too much problem, which would then control the mechanical wall and the trap door. No, it's getting a little bit tight, honestly. It's going to be quite difficult to get this in a really small space. So I think we should just cut our losses there and actually have the trap system housed in a little gatehouse off to the side, and then we can have the stairs. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. We'll roll with that. Now, the other use of this gearbox there is that although it's sending the vertical axle up, it's sending the power upwards, we're still going to be able to have the axle come across from that to the trickle trap down here. So that will actually serve a dual purpose. Now, whilst... let me think. As we've got the goblins, they could show up at any time at the moment. I'm going to wait until they've attacked before we go out and start shaping this land to accommodate a gatehouse. I think I will actually wait on that one. But in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and wait for the goblins to attack. It shouldn't be too much longer. And whilst waiting on that, I'm going to cut out and define the shape of this area for, oh, some mants. Really? 2 mant waves? My lord. Okay, let's get the bell rung. It's 2 mant waves in the time that it has taken a single goblin assault to get here. We are also going to want the poisonous ancients to take out the Thermopylae passage and ring the alarm bell there. Okay, well, we'll just watch this fight until the conclusion, and then I'll wrap the episode up there. Ah, good. We've got our shield bearers. That is very good news. And the bell has been rung. Right, how many have we got? We've only got 629 mantlures. So let's see how many mants that equates to. 2, 4, 5. Only 5 mants. Wow, really? I'm fairly certain the Poisonous Ancients will be able to just deal with them themselves. But we'll send in our other squads just so they get some combat training. But that is quite a shock. That is a hell of a drop from what it has been previously. It seems that you really do... It does pay now to carefully monitor the amount of food and drink that you're stockpiling. And it looks like they're all done. That was very easy. Let's just check the events. Yeah, no problems at all. Wow. Okay, well, you guys can stand down then. We'll ring the bell, let everyone out, and just before we wrap up the episode, I'm going to check to see if we've got the remaining battle axes. Got 1 bronze battle axe there. Have we got... Oh, fantastic! It is actually finished now. That is absolutely brilliant. Right, the Slayer uniform. Where are you? No longer shall you wield 1 hand axe. You shall instead wield a battle axe. Go forth, equip. 2 of you will be lucky and you'll get iron battle axes. There you go. Let's see who the lucky pair were. We've got Elitus and Undead Llama have equipped themselves with iron battle axes. Fantastic work. I think they are captained by Revkane. So Revkane's squad has the 2 iron battle axe wielding gnomes. Well done. I expect great things from your squad, Revkane. I hope you are aware of this. Let's quickly get the doors done, but whilst I'm doing that, I will wrap up the episode. I do hope you've enjoyed. I hope you will be joining us in the next, where hopefully I will have had a large area of this prepared and more work being done on the gladiatorial pit below. But until then, and as always, do take care.